Congratulations, Sanchita. You have done it and you have done it with above target in all the three domains. As I always say that, right? It's possible to achieve above target in all the three domains if you focus on one mentor, one system, one demi, right? So over to you. How was your journey? I'm sure this must be quite interesting to hear from you.
Thank you so much, sir. And to be honest, I gave it a head start, but I kind of had no clue what was coming my way. And when I was into the boot camp with you and getting to know things, I immediately realized that I was doing so differently and it was so different from what I was learning here. And I understood that there was a lot of scope for me to learn. And then I just relied on one source of information and one source of guidance, which is you. I mean, as you said, like, do this, don't waste time, start ahead with the mocks. I just went ahead with the mocks, enrolled to this, Sanchita. I enrolled myself, do these mocks. I did. Then, whatever I was answering wrong, you said, okay, redo the mocks. I redid that. So, I was just listening to what you said and I think that kind of worked for me. Nothing else.
In fact, you mentioned about solution explanation, how critical it is.
Yes. So when I started, I was so confident with the questions. And when I was answering, I just had this thought that this is the best answer
Mm,
and this is right.
mm,
And when I used to see the result, I used to wonder, why is this wrong? And
mm,
unless I get a proper rationale as to why my answer is incorrect, I was not satisfied with whatever I have, read through.
mm,
But when I went through the mocks in one demi, and when I saw the rationale, it was so detailed.
mm,
I could immediately understand why was I interpreting it incorrectly and how should I think or how should I approach this question.
mm,
And then even if I kind of had some teeny tiny dots, which was very rare in some of the questions, I reached out to you. And I think with your response, very elaborate, I think your responses were so elaborate. So with those responses, I got to know that, okay, I mean, I now understand where I'm making the mistake.
mm.
And with time, I think that kind of it was I inherited that approach and it helped me crack the exam. I think that's the only thing that
Mm.
helped me.
You just did not crack. You made it to above target in all the three domains, and it's not a joke. It's very rare you'll find
Yeah.
people with above target in all the three domains, and most of the candidates comes from one domain. Why? Because you go through the structure, right? And
Yeah.
it's simplified. You don't have to read too many books. You don't have to. What you went through is the training, and then you went
Yeah.
to the mock, and understood the reasoning behind, underlying reasons behind why those questions and answers were there, and then you did a remock, and that's all. You followed a system, right? And obviously the handholding is important, like during the process when we are discussing, if we are having handholding, it makes a logical sense. Fantastic. Now there were a lot of candidates who approached you, who have taken it from different sources, from different places, and they said, how could you crack so early and with above target in all the three domains, right? So what was
Yeah.
your reply to them?
So, I mean, when I kind of posted and I said that I did it in 7 weeks, I thought it was late for me because I was targeting it in 4, 5 weeks, but I had to travel in between and I had some personal commitments and
Hmm.
it kind of stretched to 7 weeks. But still, there were many people approaching me asking that, how did you even manage in 7 weeks? Like they thought that it was too early
Hmm.
to kind of attempt and go for it.
Correct.
And there were also multiple messages that I got from people who were referring to different materials. And to be honest, I mean, with the overwhelming content that we have on the internet, if you
Hmm.
just write PMP, I mean,
Hmm.
it directs you to so many places.
Yeah.
And I kept myself really, I mean, I was just
Okay.
focusing on one platform, one mentor, one word, and I was not looking anywhere else. I mean, I had my faith that, okay, I will not listen to anything else. And um, once even if I had a doubt, like I remember a day when I had a doubt, just let me just see this YouTube video. What is it about?
Hmm.
I opened the video and in 2 seconds I closed the video
Hmm.
because I was convinced that this is wrong. I
Hmm.
mean, this is wrong. This is not what I have understood, and I cannot, confuse myself even more. So I stopped there and I continued with, your approach and your way.
Right.
And one demi, which kind of the mocks, absolutely.
And we
It
believe
really
that
helped.
PMP is more practical rather than theory, because there is
Yeah,
a lot of misconception that people think PMP is theory, lot of practical scenarios. It'll put you into the scenarios. Probably you would have never imagined those scenarios in your day-to-day life, and that's where.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I believe like it was a bit easier for me in the exams to correlate because I was so into my thoughts while I was doing those mocks and I was struggling.
Hmm,
Initially, I had even invested 12 minutes in a question,
hmm,
battling between the two options, why this and why not. And I was just that I cannot go ahead if I don't solve this. But that's not the right approach, absolutely,
hmm.
for the exam. Like, you have to time yourself.
Right on.
But
Right.
that is why I mean the rationale and the explanation is so important to kind of get into your head, absorb,
Yeah.
so that it becomes easier for you to, uh, reciprocate to that in the exam.
Hmm, hmm.
It will be easier. You can manage time well if you have that understanding.
Absolutely, absolutely. I
So
think it's a very crisp message which you have given clearly, that stay focused, look at one mentor, one source, and even if they go for some other mentor, don't try to shuffle there. Use
yeah,
that one approach, and it'll help you a lot. And
yeah,
someone who is really caring for you to help you out through the journey, I think that makes a difference.
correct.
Thank you so much. I know you're rushing for a meeting, but thank you. These are very, very valuable tips. Thanks, Ajita, for your time, and this would really help those guys who are watching and appreciating you. Now it's time for them to really take over the bandwagon.
Thanks to you as well, sir. I mean, wouldn't have been possible, as I said, wouldn't have been possible without your support. And I mean, thank you for all the attending my questions every time and any time I wanted you to attend to. So thank you so much for that
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you once again. Wish you all the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you.